Alright, we are parked now. Coincidentally, at somewhere I used to work. I went on my Insta stories because, I mean, it's slow. I went on my Insta stories and I asked y'all to ask me questions. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, that's where I'm more active, like in my stories. I need to post more, but more in my stories. So I asked y'all to ask me questions. I got a couple good ones, so throughout the next deliveries, hopefully some come through, I will be answering them. We're gonna start with the work related ones, and then I did get some personal ones I'm gonna save for the end. One question was, where did I work last? So figured that would be, I'm not actually gonna say the name, and I don't think y'all could tell. Alright, I had to change the battery. So I've been a food delivery driver for 2.5 years now. Before that, I worked at a gas station, but they had a deli in it. So I ran the deli, which was way too much work for just one person. I realize now I did so much work for $8 an hour. There literally should have been somebody next to me doing half the work to make it worth the $8. I didn't realize that then, but like doing other jobs, I'm like, I was so overworked, and because the people around me would say the same thing, and I'm like, oh, it's just a job, like I'm just happy I have a job. But no. Before that, I actually worked at Busch Gardens and Adventure Island, and those were really fun. And for one tax season, I was a assistant tax accountant. So I know a little bit about taxes. Not much. I do hire somebody to do my taxes. So just to make sure I'm like not missing anything. Oh, somebody said, why are you not doing Amazon Flex? I don't know. I'm like a creature of habit. I like my Uber Eats and DoorDash, even though like it's slow today. DoorDash won't even let me on, so I have to rely on Uber Eats, and Uber Eats is so slow. So I'm kind of, you know, hurting myself. Grubhub is super slow in my area. I don't even bother turning the app on anymore. That's how slow it is. I'm on the wait list for 2 shopping apps, like Instacart and Corner Shop. I don't know what happened with Corner Shop. And I do have another one that it said they'll let me know within a week, and that was like 3 weeks ago. So apparently I'm on the waiting list for that too. But I don't know. I just never signed up for Amazon Flex, and yeah, probably should, because that's a lot of packages in your vehicle, and you just drive and deliver them. It's not like picking up, drop off, pick up, drop off like I do with food. So that's definitely something I should look into. What app do you track everything on? So the app I've been showing like my total earnings and miles, that is Gridewise. They sponsored a video in the past for me to do like a review on it, and I love it. It literally keeps track of everything, and even if you forget to turn it on, well, it's like when I do forget to turn it on, it messages me like, make sure you're tracking, because your delivery apps are logged into it, like safely, of course. But I mean, I need that reminder because I'm already turning my apps on, and sometimes I don't think about turning that app on. It tracks your miles, I'll put a screenshot right here of what I made last week. I just shared this on my Insta stories. That's why it looks like an Insta story. I screenshotted it. So it tracks everything from your miles to how long you drove to, this is with my DoorDash and Uber Eats together. So it just gives you a total number. You don't have to go into the app separately and add everything up. What did I make this week? What should I be expecting in my bank account? It's one number. And I have just became an affiliate with them. So if you do use my link to download Gridewise, and then you pay for like the monthly, the upgrades, I do get a little change from it. So just keep that in mind. But besides that, like even without being an affiliate, like that just happened a few days ago, but I love it. It just keeps track of everything, especially if you're multi-apping. I mean, if I did one app, like these hours were mainly on Uber Eats because DoorDash, it's like so saturated in my area. If I don't schedule way ahead, I can't turn it on. Like I will try throughout, like today I'm trying throughout the day and it's saying that there's no slots available or whatever. Okay, so I got a question about safety, and they said, are you scared of being at someone's door and something happening? So thankfully, I've never been put in a situation where somebody tried something, but I do have a couple of things around my car. I have 3 of these in my car at the moment, just in different spots. I think it's frowned upon to carry that up to someone's door, and like, you know, my pockets are skin tight, so I can't like slide it in there. But I'm the type of person, okay, when I'm out by myself, I'm super aware of everything. When I have my kids in my car, I don't trust anyone. I just have in my head, I don't know if it's, I've seen too many Criminal Minds shows, but I just put in my head that every single person around me is going to try to take my kid. That's just like, I guess, a natural mother instinct. Let me know if I'm crazy, but if someone approaches me, they're guilty until proven innocent. Like, if you want to have a conversation with me, you could do it from a distance. I do not need help with groceries. Don't look at my kid. If you're staring at my kid for too long, like, I'm going to have a problem, or not really a problem, I'll just, like, you know, go faster to get in the car and go away. But I'm very aware. Like, as I parked here, I looked at every single vehicle. There was someone in this one next to me, but they got out. And then an ambulance pulled up right here. So the worst they're gonna do is like listen to my conversation. But I don't know. Just my advice would be to be very aware of your surroundings. And I do have my keys on me. Like, I could set my alarm off and, you know, use my key as a weapon. So that's always on me. I don't leave it in my car. I'm not like a black belt or anything, but I'm pretty confident that if somebody tries me, I will be the one walking away. Even if, let's just say I tell my husband to surprise me and attack me out of the blue sometimes, and I mean, he's so freaking strong. But with that practice comes perfection. Okay. Anyways, I just, you know, if I feel like it's unsafe, I'll ask them, to come out. I've never been put in that situation, which is also a reason why I do not drive after dark, and it's like dark here at 6 p.m. So that's been sucking a lot, but safety is first. Like, like, I'm the one going home. Somebody tries me, I need to go home to my kids and my family. So I will do whatever it takes. If I gotta gouge your freaking eyeballs out, like, that's just what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so my favorite movie as a teenager was Saw. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, and my last question is, how is my husband doing? So in a recent video, $2 for 3.2 miles decline. In a recent video where I said I can't do this anymore, I was super stressed. My mind was super anxious, like panic attacks daily. And then I stopped drinking coffee, which helped tremendously, like 0 panic attacks, but also like 0 energy in the morning. But I will trade that for my sanity. And in that video, I mentioned that my husband got into a car accident. Somebody pulled out in front of him in a 2-way road and he T-boned them, and they both went flying into like the ditch. So both vehicles were totaled. My daughter was in the car. She had some bruises where her seatbelt was, like here and between her legs where that buckle is, and she's completely fine. But my husband, on the other hand, he may need surgery in his neck. So there's a couple discs that are not in the right spot. He can't lift my daughter, which is like, she's like 45 pounds. He can't do that motion of lifting her up. I guess because of like the impact, he braced himself, did something with his arm. So from his thumb, there's ligaments, I don't know what they're called, but whatever's in here is like messed up. And then he had 2 ribs that were out of place, and his chiropractor had to pop them back in place. I know that sounds really weird, but he was in a lot of pain until he did that, and then it was so much better. And then into his neck. The neck one might lead to a surgery. He's getting that looked at like deeper. We just, you know, that was a rough week for our family, but we're getting by that. He is not working. He went in yesterday to train somebody just to like show them things, but he cannot lift the scooters. He like owns his own scooter business, the downtown, I can't talk, okay, I'm trying to make this fast, but he owns his own scooter business downtown Tampa, like all the bird scooters, and most of those are his. But he cannot lift it. Like I said, he can't lift our daughter, so he cannot lift the scooters, which means he cannot work, which means we have been draining our bank account, savings account, which thankfully, I mean, we have it. We're getting by. Let me just say, we're getting by. Wow, that lighting. So I moved to Wawa, like a couple miles down the street, trying to get another order. Like nothing has came through besides that $2 order I declined. So like this is real time here. Nothing is coming through. But it's a Tuesday. I don't deliver on Tuesdays. I don't know. So that's gonna be it for this one. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.